Okay, go ahead.
When you are going to the vote,
Okay.
you convince people, you coerce the people, you court the people for them to be able to believe in you. Now, that is what is coming out, that from this election, it's coming out clearly that the voter is continuing to evolve. But we have some people, especially the United Opposition, not even especially, the United Opposition is continuing to use the previous scripts to solve...
You keep saying these people are united. I doubt they are
united. No, it's their name. It's their name, Jagero. So I don't believe that they are united, but it's the only way we can refer to them. Because, of course, we even have a Joachim's party leader who still is within the opposition, but is not necessarily with them. But there is a name that they call themselves. So I'm referring to them using their name, not because of...
You're referring to them loosely.
Loosely.
Okay, great.
So you look at it and you realize that
they have continued.
They have continued. They have continued to use a script that was used before to think they can actually use the same script today.
Okay.
Part of what we did in Azimio and did wrong, and I keep thinking that most of us who are in Azimio should have learned, is that the census of tribes is not going to work in this election beginning 2022. Because the census of tribes is what was being tried in 2022 in Azimio. Now, that was not able to work. Why wasn't it able to work? Because there was something new that President Ruto brought in and the UDA people, called the Bottom-Up Economic Transformation Agenda, which was able to unite people on the basis of their problem. Now, moving forward now to today, there is now a new thing again. People are not necessarily being fantasized by a hollow microphone rhetoric, the amount of dance that you can be able to do, the us versus them and the slogans. Now, they are able to get down to the reality of what exactly are you talking about. And this is evident because you look at the results of these by-elections. First of all, whereas it looks convenient and it sounds convenient when Joachim says that it was brother versus sister, and I totally agree that in Isiolo, it was a brother and a sister on that by-election. But who came after who? It is the sister that came after the brother.
Yeah.
So Jubilee Party sat down after there was already a candidate in a family. Then a party sits down to decide on a candidate who is a sister of the other one, which to me looks like causing a problem within a family, like a whole political party sitting down to decide
and
to
create a rift.
You create a rift within a family. Because what was the need of the Jubilee Party?
You don't hit your former party like that.
I'm not hitting them. I'm just saying, being politically truthful, that you see, you cannot sit down and just decide that, you know what, the family has agreed on this, and then you just come up as a whole political party and bring a rift within a family. I think that was rather careless. And so, to me, what the real question is...
So the sister was from Jubilee?
The sister was Jubilee's candidate in that by-election. Now, you go to the by-election in Mbeere, where there were two, and you realize that UDA does not just win. UDA wins with almost 2,000 vote difference against Democratic Party.
Because
what that shows you, Jagero, is that DP, in terms of, I now doubt whether the party leader of DP should be called a principal
in the opposition.
In this opposition that they call United, because it is too big a gap for you to be able to say that it was even a tight race. It wasn't. When you go to Malava, to Kakamega, if you ask me, the biggest losers in that election is DAP. Because DAP, that is the stronghold. The Western region, if there's anything that...
And do you know if Farouk was this time round there?
No, he was. It's true.
Yeah,
he was there.
It is
he
true.
comes
It is
there.
true.
He comes there.
This is the last election.
So,
this is the last by-election.
Yeah, this by-election that ended today, is it today or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Now, as DAP, as a political party, what are you selling to the opposition? What are you putting on table? The biggest thing DAP puts on table, Jagero, is Western region.
Yeah.
Okay? In that Western region, DCP is proving stronger than DAP. Because DCP comes a strong second with, of course, a short of about 1,000 votes, which is quite significant because it's a ward. But then the question to me is, DAP, did it come last, I think?
No, the last one was ODM.
So it is the second last.
Yes.
With about 65 votes. DAP gets actually 65 votes there. So, Jagero, for me, the biggest conversation...
35 votes over ODM.
Yes. So, to me, the biggest conversation on this by-election it is not the strength of the person who won, but we must be able to be interrogating who was the biggest loser in this by-election.
See,
And if you ask, can I just finish?
In finishing. Yes, in finishing.
So the biggest loser of this by-election is who? Number one is the Jubilee Party. Why? Because it went to an election
knowing it will lose.
It did not field any other place. So the strength of Matiangi in Isiolo has been tested, and it has amounted to about 695 votes. The second biggest loser in this by-election is the Democratic Party and its party leader, Justin Muturi. For the second time, it has proven. The first time, there was contest of, there was the government did this, goons, it was rigged. This time, the voter difference is over 1,000 votes, and it's not just in one ward, it's 2 wards of the same constituency. That has been able to show that Justin Muturi, away from the noise and microphone rhetoric, there is no gravitas on the ground. The third loser is DAP and Eugene Wamalwa, because it's coming out.
He's actually counting all the people in opposition. Are you listening to
the worst thing that can happen?
Because do you think I'm not?
It's started with you as an SG of a political party.
No, it is not your job to remind me what he's saying. I am right here. So I'm listening. Then I will respond.
Exactly.
Based on my response, now you can remind me.
So, DAP and Eugene Wamalwa, Jagero, I wonder, what then, when you are seated, I try to imagine that boardroom, when you are now seated as principals.
And discussing.
And you are now discussing about your postmortem. What effrontery do you have to talk above Rigathi Gachagua when he can be able to get 2,600 votes more than DAP in your hometown? So for me, those are the 3 biggest losers, and the biggest winner, of course,
nation,
is the UDA.
Before you,
thank you.
Okay.
I'm coming.